My husband was one of the first men to be killed. I remember first hearing the sounds of gunfire when the shooting started in front of the regional hospital in Kambela town. Word got out quickly that Anuak men were being killed. Almost immediately, my husband and I heard the sounds of approaching Ethiopian defense soldiers walking towards our house, yelling, "Kill them. Whenever you find an Anuak man, kill him. Today is the day for killing Anuak." All of us heard it. My husband wanted to get out of the house and face them, but I pushed him back and blocked the door so he could not leave. The troops came to our door and demanded my husband. When I told them he was not there, they did not believe me. They set our house on fire and started shooting at the house. The smoke became so thick that we could not breathe. My 6-month-old baby started choking on the smoke, so I had to crawl down low through the door. But as soon as I did, they started shooting inside the open door and shot my husband in the stomach, chest, and right arm. But he did not die. He kept telling me, "Mary, go with the baby. Let them kill me." But instead, I jumped on top of him to protect him, holding my crying baby with my other arm. I begged them, "Please, do not kill my husband." One of them grabbed me and started beating me with the barrel of his gun on my back and head. Another one said, "You say this is your land. After today, there will be no more Anuak or Anuak land." He pointed his finger at me and told me to shut up. Just wait and see. They would do to us, Anuak, what was done to the Jews during the Holocaust. 8 soldiers surrounded my husband, repeatedly hitting him with their guns. Then Highlander militia started slashing him on his head, neck, and face with their machetes and hitting him with clubs until his whole face was smashed. He fell down, face forward, towards me. He opened and closed his eyes before his body started jumping. I stopped crying because I could not believe what was happening. I was numb. Then they all left me alone with my husband and baby.
Only Anuak were targeted for death, despite government media reports that this was ethnic rivalry between the Nuer and the Anuak. We, the Nuer and the Anuak, have been fighting for many years, but we've never killed each other in that way. Like it or not, I've become part of it. Some of us, Nuer, were forced to collect bodies of dead Anuak in front of Gambela Secondary School, or pick up bodies of 4 or 5 dead Anuak men. One man's face was smashed, nose and upper and lower jaw were missing, and his right arm was broken in about 5 places. Another man has fallen on his back, and I could see his face. He was still talking. I didn't know what to do. As I carried him, he opened his eyes and said, "Please help me or kill me." And then he closed his eyes and died. That minute, my body stopped feeling. And I felt like I was collecting rocks, not human bodies. My hand was working like a machine, but I wasn't there. There were about 20 bodies piled up on top of each other in the back of the truck. The bodies were going in all directions. I realized these Anuak had been alive 4 or 5 hours before and now look like fish in the back of a canoe with all the human blood on me. I smelled like one of those fish. I could hear gunshot and I knew more Anuak were being killed. I will never be the same person anymore. I cannot go on like this. I wish I were one of those guys in the truck. Those guys will never remember what happened, but I'm here and I'm dying every day.